Hey, it's Kristen and Laura. We're going to plant.
What are we planting today, Laura? We are going to plant in this about 8-inch wide diameter and say 10-inch deep pots. We're going to plant these 3 succulents and sedums that we got from the local nursery the other day.
And then in this pot, we're going to plant rosemary.
Is this rosemary?
I'm just kidding.
Rosemary, what is this?
Basil.
Basil. We're going to plant basil in this. It's an 8-inch pot. This one's that's a touch. It's about the same depth. So we're going to plant this guy here. This guy is going to get about, the tag says it's going to get 18 inches wide is what the tag says.
Well, not might. It might be...
So this will be enough space for the roots to grow healthy, and then the basil will grow up and wide and will grow over, and then as you use it, you can trim some up to make basil. Not basil, we can make pesto and different Italian dishes as well with this one. This will be a great addition to our outdoor kitchen. We're going to get started. Which one are we going to get started on first, Laura? We're going to plant those first. All right, let's get this pot out of the way. Succulent varieties we picked up from the local nursery the other day is a sedum sexangular, and then we had picked up a sedum angelina. This one grows really pretty yellow flowers. And the last one that caught our eye is a sedum in sea urchin. All right, so let's start with the one that's trailing first. We had accidentally cut this one. So do you want to try to trail it on one side and the other, or all on one side?
On the other. And then the other.
2 sides?
Mm-hmm. And then
it's always a good idea to keep your little tags that come with the plants that help identify
your hand. And then when
what's
you're done,
on the plant.
Then I want to put those 2 in the middle.
Okay. Yeah, these plants are gonna be nice and hugged in close, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like this, girl?
Yeah. And then get this other boy out.
Which one do you want to do next?
The other? Oh, not like that.
No?
On the other side.
Oh, on the other side. Okay. We had previously filled up this pot to about here with dirt. A fine texture potting soil with chunks of bark that aren't too large in the mixture will work fine for your succulents. But to make it even better, you can add some coarse sand to improve drainage. Your succulents don't want to stay too wet. So if you add, I have some lava sand right here, and this is fairly coarse. The particle size of your sand is fairly coarse, and it will break up the compactness of your soil so the water can drain out readily easily, or at the proper drainage rate for your succulents. So to improve your potting soil for your succulents, I would recommend adding in some coarse sand into your mixture. I'm doing a couple handfuls right here. Didn't really change the color of your potting soil too much. So this is how I would amend your soil for potting and planting your succulents. So when you fill up your pot more with dirt on the bottom, it is easier to put in plants, because you want your plant, as you pull it out, as you noticed here, as you pull it out, you want your plant to be just about 1 inch or 2 under the lip of the pot. So sometimes you may need to put some extra filler dirt in your pot before you start adding your new plants to your container. So which one are we going to do next, Laura? We're going to do one on either side, you said?
Yeah, and then those 2 in the middle.
All right.
Now we're going to wake up the roots.
Wake up the roots a little bit. Did you get dirt in your face? Dirt in your face a little bit? There we go. Put that one there.
This one's really stuck too.
That one's really stuck in there.
Ooh. And then we're going to put
I'm going to stuff it into that little spot right there. Look at how cute they are together. These guys are these guys that are ones we cut, we need to make sure they get some life. This one is in. That's pretty cute, Laura. All right.
Now here we go.
There's our little succulent garden we just made. I want to fill in some dirt where there's some extra holes in. Here, put some dirt. Here, we got to add a little bit of water.
Now can I do it?
Just a little bit.
There we go.
All right.
Oh, they're moist.
Nice and moist and happy in their new home, you think?
Yeah.
All right.
Then we're gonna start on that other one.
And we're going to start on our other project, the other pot. All right. Okay, so the next plant we have is this basil. So what do we need to do, Laura, to our pot first?
Ladybug ate it.
I don't know what happened there. What do we need to do to our pot first, Laura?
Put some dirt.
Yeah. How about you move those feet and then you can put the dirt closer to you. Maybe crisscross applesauce. I know we're on our front porch, but it was really the only shady spot we had right now. How about, do you want the soil scoop, Laura? I got the soil scoop. The soil scoop will be faster. Trade me tools.
Yeah, did it.
How deep does it need to go? How much dirt do you need to go in first? Do you know?
No.
So you want to make sure you cover to the bottom of the plant. Not too much. We want the plant to be sticking out, but we want to cover to the bottom of the plant.
I found the egg.
So we probably need about...
the egg.
That's a piece of fertilizer. So we probably need about 2 or 4 more inches.
I smashed it. Hey, I want to do it.
Okay, well, you got distracted.
Oh, we don't want any bugs in here.
All right, are we good yet? Oh, we're about, let's do like 1 more inch. All right, that's probably plenty of soil. Put it all in there, please.
They're fine.
Well, just put that dirt in. All right, that's enough now. All right, we're gonna add some fertilizer to it, a balanced fertilizer. I'm about add 1 tablespoon or 1 teaspoon. Correct me, about 1 teaspoon. We don't need to cover it up. We want it to be by the roots. We want it to be by the roots. Okay. Now what's next?
Okay. We go like that. Then we're gonna tilt it over because it's all
Careful of the plant itself, Laura. Don't pull by the plant, okay? Here, come on over here.
Oh,
Dump it over.
Dump it over.
Gently put the roots in. All right, so it looks like this thing is a little bit more shallow where the roots are than we thought. So we're gonna need to add some more dirt. Okay?
Yeah.
There we go. Fill in around. Once you put your plant in, then you can fill around with more dirt until you cover to the bottom of the plant. And we may want to put a little bit extra fertilizer in since the fertilizer was at the top. And then on the other side. We don't want to touch the fertilizer with our hands, Laura. All right, keep adding in some dirt.
Okay. Hand by hand. Hand by hand. Hand by hand. It even smells really good.
All right, put a little more dirt in there.
Now I'm gonna put all the fertilizer smashed.
We don't play with fertilizers with our hands. All right, you need some more dirt. I want to push the dirt down. That's a little bit, make it a little cozy. Put the volume of dirt down a little bit. All right, keep going. I want to fill up till it's about 1/2 inch or 1 inch under the pot line. All right, I think we're good. Do you think we're good? All right, so now I want to show you how I'm going to water it. Right now, we're watering our soil, and right now it's kind of dry. All right, stop watering for a second. All right, so we added some water, and now the water is soaking into the soil, and it is moist, but there is still some dry spots. So, and it has all gone into the soil. So we're gonna add some more water. All right, Laura, that's enough. That's enough. Okay, all right, so now we're gonna wait for the soil to go all the water to go into the soil. And we can feel it to see how wet it is. We can tell if it's sticking to our fingers a little bit. But then I also gauge to know if there is enough soil, if by adding in just a little bit more water and the rate at which it goes into the soil. So Laura, can you add some more water, please? So this, if it's starting to go into the soil at a slower rate, all right, stop for a second. If it starts to be slower to soak in, then therefore it is saturated enough. The water is saturated enough in the soil.
Bye.
Bye, thanks for watching.